Hey,
What's up, man?
how you doing?
Oh no, the connection's unstable already.
Oh, shit.
Damn, dude.
I don't know why my apartment sucks.
I was really hoping it was gonna work today.
Dude, it should.
Let me carefully pick up my trophy here.
There we go.
It's like a prop. Honestly, it's just like a prop at this point. It's funny. I get a glimpse of you, and then you leave. I get a half a second, and then you're gone.
There we go.
I'm gonna go get a bevy, Tom. I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, again, I'm sorry I lost our first one. I really wish I could get that footage. It was good. For the opening part of this one, I'm going to play the little footage I have from what I recorded.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that when
I still not. Yeah, I can't see myself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. You're coming through perfect.
And camera's good? Like the audio or the video's good too?
Yeah, no delay, no nothing.
Okay. That's weird.
That's weird. Hopefully I can just... I don't know. It's been weird. But how you been, though?
Yeah, good, man.
Good.
It's good to see you. Well, I wish I could see you, but it was good to see you at the beginning there.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll pop back in. There's gotta be some more.
But yeah, things are good over here for the most part.
Okay, I tried to move my router a little closer. Oh, hey! I'm just spotty. We're getting there.
It's like when you leave, it gets stable. And then you come back, like when you come into frame, it goes away.
It just can't handle how good looking I've become.
I think that's the problem.
That's
yeah.
definitely the problem. Alright. Well, I say we just get into it. Hopefully. Oh. Yeah, hopefully I'll just pop back in.
Okay. Can you, but you can hear me and the audio should be good.
Yeah, I can hear you and the audio's good, and we're recording and it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And you can see the trophy.
I can see the trophy. The trophy is very clear, and the fact that you're sideways is... It's gonna...
Sideways?
No. Like... And again,
are you in the trophy?
Yeah, my reflection's right there. It's just... And then I can also see your reflection in it, too.
Well, we just need to get it for the camera. Does the everyone pick this up okay?
Oh, yeah,
How's
everyone
it
can pick it up just fine. Yeah.
I shined it up. You can see the reflection.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming in crystal clear off that now, which is kind of... Oh, great. A bunch of notifications that are going to show up on the podcast. That will look great. We strive for quality here.
Everyone, I just wanted you to make sure you could see it. So, there you go.
Gotcha. All right. I guess we'll, you know what? We'll officially dive into the pod now.
Want to know everything you want to know about coming to Europe? Well, watch this video from the Spotted Ox Hostel, the coolest hostel in all the countries of Europe. For breakfast, we'll do something cool, like have a cigarette and like a bar of chocolate. And then we go for work for like 1/2 hour, 2.5 hours. And then we'll go for lunch. And lunch is usually, you know, something cool, like a cigarette and like 2-3 bottles of red wine, and then like a bowl of heavy cream. And then dinner, you know, we'll do something healthy, like 4-5 sausages, and then like a chocolate cigarette. And then we'll invite our cigarette outside to take an espresso and watch the street life. And we so much can eat as much as we want, and we never get heavy because of olive oil. So that's what we say.
Welcome, people of Earth, to another amazing episode of the Scuttle. For those of you that are watching us on the video feed, you can already see we've got esteemed league member, 2023 league champion, and one of my oldest friends, Mr. Alex Gertz. And there he is with the trophy. Alex, how you doing today, buddy?
Hey, Tom. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Okay, now I'm really talking to the trophy. We're going to move it for good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. It's Monday evening here. It's just past 8 p.m. and had a good day and excited to talk with you.
Yeah, it's excited to talk to you too, especially out in Amsterdam. The pod officially goes international for the first time with this broadcast.
Do you want me to give an update on how things are out here, or is that part of the original captured stuff?
Yeah, no, we don't have any of that. I literally have just us, just the chit chat little technical support we did. Yeah. So yeah, tell us how Amsterdam's been again.
Yeah, Amsterdam's good, man. It's getting quite hot over here. It's summer. It's gonna be. I use the metric system now. So Celsius. It's gonna be 34 degrees tomorrow, which is 95 degrees.
Ooh.
It's gonna be the hottest day we've had here since I've moved here. We don't have air conditioning, so we're gonna be sweating it out here in the house. A lot of apartments don't have air conditioning here, so. And then our walls, like, they're all concrete, so like they absorb heat. I feel like, I don't know if there's engineers in the group. I don't know if that's right, but
yeah, I'm sure one of them have something to say about that.
It's gonna be a hot one tomorrow.
It makes sense it would trap it. Yeah,
but we're doing good. We're kind of just slogging through work. I bike every day to work. It's a 5-minute commute. That's really nice. I'm in every day at the office. I come home every day at lunch to let Doolin out and play with him. Nice. So it's a good, easy life here for now. Things are going really well. And I think in exactly 2 weeks, it is our 1 year of moving here. Or
yep.
No, we moved on July 11th. So we're 10 days away or 11 days away from our 1 year, which feels really weird.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. I know the transition took a little bit of time, but I'm glad you guys especially got out of that corporate housing stuff and are now happy and settled and in your little European home. Yeah, man, it was weird. We talked about it earlier, but like thinking about making friends in your 30s and because I did Miami to Chicago. It's not that scary of a move, and I lived with 3 guys from college. Then we moved to Connecticut. Also, Maeve had a good circle there, like a good friend group. So this is the first time we both were like kind of without a life raft, if you will. So it's been fun. No, yeah. I knew you guys would adapt well, though. You're both very friendly and kind people, and it's easy for those types.
Depends who I'm talking. Depends who.
I know. In the context of the league, I'm sure everybody's very immediately like Gertz has said some of the most vile, horrible things, and he said many of those things to me too, guys. You know that. Horrible things he's said about my own family members, they keep me up at night sometimes.
Oh, your sister's getting married too. I heard so.
Yeah, she is.
It didn't hurt her too much. She's living a good life.
No, yeah, it's been a while since that one. Andrew really helped with that. That fact alone makes me like him. The fact that
good.
Yeah. No, they're doing great. My parents are actually up there right now. Visiting with his mom to look at wedding venues and stuff like that, because they are going to get married up there for his grandma so that she can go.
Oh, very nice. That'll be great.
It'll be fun time.
Nice. Yeah. But that's the rundown, man. We're my only travel coming up is going to Vegas in the end of July for work. So
yeah,
so I'm gonna warm up Vegas. I'm the European leadership going to Vegas for the North America Summit, which is
still
so funny.
Yeah, I was thinking. I chuckled again about that, thinking about.
It's gonna be fun to see like my whole old Chicago, New York team, and then I'm going with like other people from the Netherlands, some of which have never been to the U.S. before. So I'm like, please don't judge our country on Vegas.
Yeah, that's like that's like. I know that it's also very typical America, but there's also a lot of other stuff, guys.
It is kind of fun. They're like, they're so innocent. They're like, we want to go to a Western bar and listen to country music,
Oh,
and
they
we
just
want
want
to.
to. They just want to go be cowboys.
Yeah, they like we want to wear a hat and like dance. I'm like, okay, like I'm sure we could find something like that. So
That's
it's pretty
awesome.
cute. It'll be a fun trip.
No, I'm gonna love that for them. I'm also. I mentioned this last time, but I hope there's at least one dude at the conference that sees you coming in with the name Alex Gertz, which does kind of look European, and he just is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just come in with your
It's
Ohio accent.
pronounced. Yeah, the second I open my mouth, the joke is up. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pronounced Hertz out here, like
Oh.
H, like the rent a car Hertz.
that's kind of crazy. Makes sense.
But yeah, I'm trying to learn Dutch. That's been my new charge last month. It's tough. It's a pretty nasty language with your throat. Like it's really in the back of your throat.
A lot, yeah.
But ik ben Alex. I am Alex.
Yeah.
So that's one. What's my other one? Ik spreek een beetje Nederlands, maar niet goed.
Yeah.
I speak a bit of Dutch, but not well.
I like that. That's a good phrase to know.
And then those are my go-tos. That's just I'm like a toddler. I can repeat words or like a parrot.
Right,
That's
yeah.
my language skills. But it's been humbling. It's kind of fun to learn. Everyone here speaks multiple languages, so you just it's so easy for them. Not us Americans. It's tough.
They also start that early, like
True.
in the Netherlands.
So
they're learning.
that's been humbling for sure.
What do they know over there? They got to know Dutch, English. Do they know French over there because of Brussels and?
Some do. German's the most popular third one because they're right next to each other and they're quite similar. But it depends where people are from. Like the Italian guys and girls, they speak very well with Italian, Spanish, and French because they're all kind of similar languages. And then the Dutch, Germans, and the Belgian folk speak all similar-ish themes. So that's just kind of how it goes. And then there's the English speakers, the Aussies, the UK, the UK, and the Americans. So we all kind of clump together too.
Yeah, we all count as one thing. Yeah.
We all speak our different forms of English.
Yeah. No. It's a great show, Letterkenny. It's a Canadian show, and they have one episode where they have Australians, New Zealanders, Americans, and Canadians all just kind of like talking in the vernacular at each other. I've never needed subtitles more.
Yeah, but it's it's good. We're doing really well out here. The work-life balance is it's the healthiest I've ever had. Like I get in 8:45, 9. I'm not saying past 5:15 most days, man. Like and then I take the lunch with the dog. Like I go and I leave the office and do lunch with the dog, and
that's nice.
It's just a good change. It's been really nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Being in Cincy, I can't get the time to come let Ellie out, but my dad's been doing that lately.
That's nice.
And stuff. Yeah, he just wants stuff to do. And
well, you are in the football mecca of the world, so like you have trade-offs, right? Yeah. So you're in the
It is
mecca.
kind of cool to be in Cincinnati for that, but I haven't had a chance to really enjoy anything yet. We work such weird hours. I'm there from 11 to 8, but usually it's more like 8:30.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a transition.
Tom, I like that you're a corporate working stiff now. It makes me feel seen. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry it happened to you. It had to eventually happen to you. I'm sorry.
I knew it had, especially like a lot of stuff. Like, I wanted to go. I was really debating going into like the parks department or something like that because they do a lot of cool stuff. And then transitioning
that funding is going very well. You should get into parks
super
department.
Great. Yeah, it'll be.
You're gonna have a lot of programs.
Yeah, not only is it just competitive now, but now there's more positions for it.
All right, that's the one.
No, yeah, we're done.
Slightly political comment. Everyone, please.
Yeah, please
drop
don't
your
sign
comments. Let us know what you think.
We have an intern for that now. We fired the one that fucked up the recording yesterday. He's been terminated.
Okay. Yeah, good.
And in that regard, that we're very much conservative. We're the people or things. Okay, I'm done.
I like that.
Let's move on to the Bengals off season since we're talking about spending money and making money and all that. You mentioned this yesterday. T and Jamar signing on the same day. That is actually pretty cool. We'll start with the highlights of their off season.
Yeah. that was fun. T and Jamar like doing the contract. The tweet came out at the same time. They like were holding hands like with their contract, saying, "I don't get mine till he gets his. He doesn't get his till I get mine." It was a really cool moment. So, and it was really nice for T, who just like all he wants to do is play football and have security. And like he's a good dude. He does it the right way. Now he's got to stay healthy and be on the damn field. Right. But I'm super happy for both them. They broke records with Jamar's contract and broke some of their old Bengal ways with like the guaranteed money into the third year with him. So that was good. And then, because we're going to go into the negative, broke Bengals narrative after this. The Bengals last week came to an agreement with Hamilton County because they're in the disagreement about the lease for the stadium.
Okay.
They are now in that stadium through 2035 or 2036.
Yeah, that's great.
And the Bengals are putting $125 million of their own cash into it.
Oh, wow.
Hamilton County's putting $350-ish million, so just under $500 million. No taxpayer money, or state money, I guess. I don't know how the Hamilton County money works. But that's another like broke Bengal narrative. Like they put $125 million of cash into the thing. So those are the good things. And Joe Burrow is, touch wood, cross your fingers, do a dance, whatever. He's healthy. He's feeling good. He's looking great, like physically looking amazing. He's just beautiful. But yeah, then you have Shamar Stewart. So my stance, I said in the group, was, can you play a snap of football before you start demanding things? But what he's demanding is pretty much rightfully his, and they're just not giving him the guaranteed money in the way that they did for Mims last year, who was the same type of pick, like 18 to 19. And the rookie picks are all, the money is structured, and then it's when and how you get it with guarantees that the Bengals aren't budging on. And they're just digging their feet in. Old, grumpy Mike Brown and Katie Blackburn, they're just like cross their arms, and they're just going to wait him out. So the optimist in me says, please sign him before training camp. Please throw Trey Hendrickson like 10 to 12 million, cash on a stick, stuff it down his throat, and play football and try and win some games. That's what I want. So that's what I'm hoping happens.
It's you said this yesterday. That's a certainly feasible situation for them. They have the money to do both those things. It's just doing it, really.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I'm feeling good. I mean, their defense needs to be loads better. That's if they're going to be a good football team, it starts on that side of the ball, because their offense will be fine. They're going to be a top 5 offense if everyone's healthy. So, yeah.
Hard to win games if you give up 40 points.
Win games. Yeah. And then my keeper, Chase Brown, love you. 10th round keeper, great keeper.
That's a great keeper. I was looking for Chase Brown.
Yeah, he's mine, Tom. You can't have him. He's the new Eckler.
I got Ladd McConkey. I'm not too unhappy about that.
Good pronunciation. Very nice.
I did. Yeah, I got him pretty decent. When I have him for a long time, I can eventually get it down. But if they're not on my team, it's
I hope you can pronounce Ladd McConkey. I'd really be worried if you couldn't.
It's still such a crapshoot. I don't know what it is with NFL players. I can't wait to play that game with your bro. I'm gonna make sure we play that game.
Nice.
Next week. Yeah. So moving on into our draft, much more important than anything the Bengals are doing. You were the first guest we have on this show that actually still has his first round pick. So I'd be excited to hear your thoughts on Connor Spears' 6.
Yourself included, by the way, everyone.
There's been no one on the podcast, myself included, that has a first round pick.
Man. Yeah, no, I'm of course excited for the draft, and I'm going to continue to complain and whine, because that's my brand in the league. That's what I'm known for.
You're the league bad boy, which is.
I'm going to kick my feet. I've gotten less bad over the years. Maybe I'm just getting older, but I'm going to kick my feet and complain and throw a tantrum. Nothing's going to happen, but I don't know. I'm not really going to mock much this year for the first round, because I don't know what Spears is going to do. I think what people aren't appreciating is he has 6 chances to do well in the first round. And when you have a first round pick that's a bust, it's because they're like a 3rd or 4th round value. Fine. Not a good pick when you have 1 first round pick. When you have 6, if half of them are like 3rd to 4th round values and you didn't do a good job, and the other half are like true first round values, you have the best team in the league. And that's assuming half. Like Spears, the way we do Superflex, like there's going to be so much value for him to grab, because people will take quarterbacks. So he won't have to reach on a guy that might get injured or a guy that's like in a new system. Like he can get blue chips everywhere across the board, and unless they go down, they're going to produce. So that's what I'm frustrated with. That's my little play the small violin thing. And as someone who has a first round pick, I think I'm 8th or 9th. I don't know what I am, to be honest.
You made it to the semis, so yeah, you should.
I'm just going to watch. No, I lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Oh, you did?
So my brother had the Jared Goff and St. Brown stack and just put 80 on me in one game.
Yeah.
That was nice for him. I won the title last year. He got me this year. It's fine.
It was that's a nice little bit of revenge.
But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of let Spears do whatever he does and let it fall to me. If you go look at my last 2 drafts, I have no worries about drafting a good team. That's what we do here. That's what we do.
It's gotten significantly better. It's hard to argue with that.
That's what we do. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. Like Spears, it sucks rooting against Spears. He's a fun guy to root for, but he's the Yankees or whatever evil empire you want to insult or insert there. He's Darth Vader, whatever you want to say.
He's 2000s Real Madrid, just buying everybody they possibly can. Yeah.
Yeah. More football.
More football. Yeah. I wanted to sprinkle it a little early this time.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope. So that's my read on it.
How do you feel about Mr. Dan's pick to give him that 6th final pick?
Yeah, I just think I don't get why. I really don't. Dan's a smart, capable man in many aspects of his life, but he does things in fantasy I just don't understand.
Here's the thing: if you or your brother or Ian Kyle had done that, I think that trade would make more sense to me. Because only having 1 first-round pick, I can see wanting to give up on the season a little early. Dan had 2, and he still has a decent amount of extra picks throughout the round. Like, he'll be done.
What did he get? What did he? As I trash his trade, I don't even remember what he got. Do you know?
He got a 1st and 4th, I believe, for next year.
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
I still have a bunch
I don't
of them
get it.
from those.
I just think Dan, he had a lot of picks. He could have been set up to be a really good team, but maybe he's just like, Spears is going to be a wagon. We'll figure it out next year.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
that's going to bring me into my rule change I want to make. I want to say no trading of first-round picks. I think we got to cap it because everyone who hasn't won a title, there's so many of you as well. So many that are just like begging for a title.
No. Bennett, Ian, and I all
you're gonna sell, you're gonna mortgage the farm or whatever the saying is, and just try and win. So you're gonna have these teams like, we're going all in, we're gonna win. You're gonna have these teams saying, okay, we're gonna take it in. And this year it was just Spears consolidating his power. But that was unique because Fez was so in last place and so bad that Spears couldn't be punished either. He wasn't gonna come in last.
True.
But yeah, I think I want to get rid of first-round picks. I don't want people to swing for the fences like that every year. I think it creates imbalance. I want more balance in the league. So I'm going to put that up. We'll see how it goes. We're reasonable guys. We'll talk through it and be really, really nice to each other and come to a vote. We all feel
discussions, obviously.
That's not or declare it. You would have after you declare it. We're trying to go back somewhere.
You know what? I might put up the picture of Imhoff zoning out again during a rules discussion.
Perfect.
Every time we talk about it, I might just have that pop up.
That's perfect.
We're gonna start adding a little more production value. We're adding stingers and like audio cues and stuff. I gotta get you to do the guest request thing again.
Okay. You let me know. You let me know when you want the clip. I'm ready.
Oh yeah. Okay. Moving on. Because the draft is not just about the draft. We've got Vegas. Your first time going there will be in July, so you'll get a nice little head start for us. As well as getting a head start on your adult entertainment part that I'm reading on here. I believe Dan signed you up for this without your knowledge. Is that correct?
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm the cultural leader of the group now, Tom, over here. Yes. Yeah. So Dan knows I was inspired. I went to Paris and saw a burlesque show. Oh. So I'll give people 5 seconds to Google what burlesque means because I don't know if everyone will know that.
That's
in our group.
Q-U-E at the end there, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Thomas. And so I think Dan knows I'm the cultural pacemaker of the group, and we're gonna elevate the experience. That's what we're gonna do here. So if you let Ian Kyle plan it, you're gonna be at some club called the Midnight Jungle till 3 a.m. sweating, and you're not gonna know. It's gonna be dark.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dark and wet. And so if you come with my group, it's gonna be elevated, and there's gonna be fanciness, and you're gonna feel sophisticated. Alec might have a couple buttons undone.
Maybe.
Bennett's gonna be in the corner doing what he does.
There'll be people stripping, but it'll be classy.
And to get into my club, your pant length has to be cropped, and your ankles have to be showing. So
Very European.
Please,
very,
everyone,
very
get your
key.
please get your pants ready. Yes.
Yeah. So anybody that needs to go to a tailor, I'm sure Dan has a great one.
Yes.
He's probably got pants of all different lengths for whatever he may need.
Yes. So, yep, that's going to be the European tastemaker there. So excited for it.
It's going to be, and there's going to be no names with any of these girls, correct? I'm pretty sure you mentioned that as well at one point. No
Yeah,
names?
anonymity is big for me, Tom.
is that big over in Amsterdam? Is that part of
Is that the right word? Did I use that right?
Yes,
I don't
you
know.
used that perfectly.
Okay, cool. Yeah, yes. The name ruins it for me. Yeah.
The name ruins it for you. Okay, good. Okay, so got that to look forward to. I mean, I thought it was just a joke, but apparently, guys, make sure you bring some extra cash for the burlesque show. I'm sure that nobody wants to use their credit card there. Nobody wants that to show up. All right, now we're going on to our new dedicated segment called Guest Request. Alex here sent me a request on something he wanted to talk about on the show, and I decided to make it an official thing. This will be the first one we do. Gertz, would you like to give us a little guest request?
Oh, yeah. You're going to crop this so I can clear.
Yeah, I'm going to crop
Guest request.
Guest request. Oh, do it one more time. I was talking.
Okay. Guest requests.
All right, cool. That's pretty good. We're going to get that in there. All right, so moving on. We have our very first guest request.
Guest request.
All right, so Alex, you wanted me to do my top 3 sports memories. Since we've already talked about this a little bit, I'll kind of speed through mine a little bit. I liked yours more, and I wanted to talk more about it, especially the LeBron thing. I've got something fun to talk about that because he's
spoiler.
Sorry, I didn't mention which thing.
Yeah.
So mine were the Red Sox World Series from 2004. That for me was the first time that sports meant something to me. As some of you guys know, my dad's a big Red Sox fan, has been his whole life. That was the first World Series he got to see, breaking the curse of the Bambino. I didn't get to watch the actual World Series games with him because I was in 4th grade and 10, and I wanted to go to bed at sometimes. But I did watch pretty much the entire ALCS with him, and that was the Yankee game and all that with the comeback and everything. That was, I think at that point, that was the second time I saw my dad cry. So that really cemented for me what like sports can be. And then the next one for me, we talked about this is one for both of us, the U.S. versus Portugal game, 2014 World Cup. We watched that at the pub. Shout out Ramali, Spears, Bill. You guys were there too. That was just a great day. That was just a lot of fun. And the camaraderie of all that being together, I think that was more fun than most live sporting events I've been to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, the United Champions League final in 2008. Sorry to Chelsea fans listening. So, you and
me.
Ian.
Yeah. Me.
Yeah, you especially. Yeah, that one kind of hurt. Yeah. But that one for me, like same with my dad, that was the first time that a team that meant like that's my all-time favorite team. So them winning the Champions League, watching Ronaldo, Rooney, Tevez play together, with Giggs and Scholes still on the team representing the 90s guys that I would watch YouTube clips of when I was starting to get into soccer and all that. So yeah, that one was like
Carlos Tevez is a name I haven't thought about in a decade. That's crazy.
Right? Yeah,
he had such a big right foot, man. Oh my god,
fucking monster of a right foot.
Yeah,
it was hard watching him go to City. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the group will be really nice about your 2 out of your 3 being soccer, Tom.
I'm sure that they're surprised by that as well. That like because I have such
baseball, soccer, not a good look, man.
Not a good look. Yeah.
But I like your themes because sports is like culture and community. It's like
Right.
it's like the togetherness and the cohesion. No, I like that. I'll go quick too because I know we did this already. My third was Chelsea Champions League 2012. Sorry, they've won so many I can't keep track. 2012. Drogba's header in the 88th minute against Bayern in Munich over Neuer. Just from a pure goal standpoint, it was a stunning goal, absolutely stunning. And then from the moment, it was perceivably Drogba's last game ever putting on the blue jersey. And then, of course, it went to extra time, and he kicked the PK to win Chelsea's first Champions League ever. It's just like a chef's kiss moment of beautiful storybook ending.
It was really good. The run too, beating Barcelona and then Bayern,
Barcelona,
the
Torres goal in the semis, I think it was, right?
Semis.
Really an awesome run, and that was my first time. I was like, oh, this sport, football, soccer is like, oh, this is. We had just played FIFA, and I was a typical FIFA rookie, but like it really. I was watching in Imhoff's basement, him and I together. That was a cool moment. 1A and 1B here, they're tough, but 1B, like number 2, is the Cavs 2016 Game 7 win to win the title over Golden State. Game 7, LeBron had his block. Kyrie had his iconic shot with like 49 seconds left. And Braun coming back and winning it for Cleveland. I don't love Cleveland, but I love Ohio. And that was just a really, really stunning game. And I'm still a big LeBron fan, but like I hated Curry and I was crazy about LeBron there.
You know what big part of Cincy is too, even all the way down here, they still love him for that
it's
title
his,
alone. Like that was enough. That was all they needed.
That's his like documentary in 20 years. That's his legacy moment. Like that run is his.
That's Drogba stopping the Civil War.
Yeah, honestly. And then the playoff run for the Bengals in 2021. Watching all those games with Spears in Chicago. So we went to the Raiders game in person. Mm-hmm. So saw the Bengals' first playoff win in 32 years.
Crazy.
We watched the Titans game together in person in Chicago with like a whole bunch of people. We watched the Chiefs game together and watched that comeback. And them kicking that field goal to go to the Super Bowl was just euphoric. And you couldn't believe it was happening. And that was my like pure, like I've been such a sad Bengals fan. So that was my first like, oh, this is what this feels like. And now I crave it and I'm addicted to it. And I want to go to the playoff games. And we went to 2 more the next year and went to the Chiefs game where they lost. And I just want the Bengals to be in high leverage, high pressure moments again. And yeah, that's number 1. Shocks nobody. That's my number 1.
No, yeah, that's very fair. Nobody was really. I think everybody would be surprised by the number 2. The number 3 makes a lot of sense to me. Just especially at that time, because that was 2012. That was our senior year of high school.
Yeah.
And we were so heavy into FIFA at that time. We were doing the the FIFA draft every year. Or like every couple weeks, really, because we could burn through those seasons so fast. So yeah, that one.
So
there's a big moment.
Tom, there's a guy on my team in London. He is a born and raised Londoner, and he's a diehard Chelsea fan his whole life since he could breathe air. I go, Sammy, how old were you when they won the Champions League in 2012? He goes, Alex, I was 10 years old. I go, oh my God. Yeah, I felt so old, man. It wounded me. He's like a new hire on our team. He's quite young. And I said, okay, cool. So there's a little anecdote.
The most recent hire in our lab, her little fun fact is that she was born before Shrek. Or she was born after Shrek. Which is... that one.
We're old. But in Vegas for a weekend, we're young.
We're going to be 23 again.
We're going to pretend.
That's how that works, yeah. Our ages just kind of reverse around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's going to be a good time. All right. What are we doing here? Doing all right. Yeah. Oh, we haven't been talking super long. Okay, sorry. I might have to cut that part out.
Are you recording, Tom?
Yeah, I've been recording pretty much the whole time, even like editing in and out. I'm not missing a goddamn second. I've got so much more time now to fill it up with and edit it down. And now I know what to do to get rid of all of it instead of eating up an eighth or third of my computer storage. We're going to move on to our little bit of trivia talk we've got here. I want to ask you a little bit more about the scavenger hunt. We talked about it yesterday. You mentioned, well, first of all, your credit for the scavenger hunt idea. That's all you. You sent out a message to the Trivia Brain Trust, and I think that's going to be a brilliant replacement for the challenges, because there's no way we can feasibly do that at the hotel without, thousands of dollars of damages.
Yeah.
And
The scavenger hunt is something.
I feel like Dan could just throw a gold bar at it, but whatever.
True. We would have it covered. That's no problem, but no one wants to cover it.
No.
The scavenger hunt was something we did here with a group of like 18 of us in Amsterdam. It was really fun. So you had like 4 teams of 4 and then 2 judges, and the teams of 4 go, and you have, call it 30 challenges. So 15 of the challenges are funny things to do just being in Vegas. So it's like take a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and basically the 2 people that are judges, or however many people that are judges, you send document proof of you doing all these challenges to them, and they tally all of the documentation and proof into a PowerPoint, and then you present it at the end and say,
I wanted to do that.
Okay, challenge 1 was take a picture of the Statue of Liberty, and then purple team submitted this photo, and it's like Ian Kyle giving a middle finger, and then like gold team submitted this photo, and it's like Bennett mooning the Statue of Liberty. And then there's another like X amount of challenges, so there's 12 of us, right? So there would be 12 challenges, and it'd be the Tom challenge, the Gertz challenge, the Chris Gertz challenge, the Alec challenge. And so the Alec challenge might be like, go to the buffet and put as many baby carrots in your mouth as you can in 15 seconds and take a video. And you get a half a point for every baby carrot in your mouth, right? It's like, it's supposed to be kind of fun and personal, like, oh, I want to do the Alec challenge. And then the best part is the judges get the letter of the law on the point. So if you, like, there's no right or wrong, it's like, no, I interpret the rule this way, you get 5 points. And so, careful who you let be in that role. Like Fez in that role would be a nightmare.
Me, obviously,
Like if Fez has like that morsel of power and could like dictate things, that wouldn't be good. But that is like the premise of the game, and it's supposed to be like you just get out and cause trouble, try not to get in too much trouble, but it could be like find a bachelor or bachelorette party and do something memorable with them. So it's like if you see a group at a bar with a girl with a slash, and it's like buy them a shot and take a video of it, like things like that. That's just like, it's like us going out into the wild of Vegas and capturing it. And my favorite part of the whole thing was the assembling of the PowerPoint after. And it's because you get to see what, like, you only saw what your team did, but then you get to see, like, what Bennett and Ian Kyle got into, and what, like, Spears and Bill, like, what kind of concoction Bill came up with on that challenge. Like, it was really fun. So that's my pitch for it. And I think it'd be a little more, it'd be easier to do in Vegas because we don't have a house. So
I totally agree with you. That's going to work perfectly. It's such a great way to get around it. Reminds me of this show in the UK called Taskmaster.
I've never heard of that.
You might like it. It's these guys get like 5 comedians together. This season they actually had Jason Mantzoukas, the guy that played Rafi on The League, on it.
I know who that is.
Yeah, he was phenomenal. But they basically have to do all these tasks and stuff, and they're sometimes they're like really complicated tasks, or they seem very easy. But it's like put the ball in the basket, but they don't give you the ball. They don't give you the basket. You have to go find the ball in the basket.
Exactly. Stuff like that. It'll be fun. So whatever we want to do with it, I think will be really fun.
Yeah. First thing I will reveal to you guys, I am going to ask you to steal something off of the golf course that we're going to be visiting. Anything that's got the golf course's name on it that you would bring in, that will certainly be one of the points. I'll reveal a little more of these as we go on, because that'll start on Thursday going into Friday when we actually do the.
Yeah, it's supposed to be lighthearted fun though. No one get in trouble.
Right. No, there's not going to be a push to do crime or anything like that.
Don't steal the new Callaway driver and get arrested.
No, we're not going to steal Callaway driver. I'm talking like a pencil, guys. That counts as stealing, okay?
Yeah.
You're
Yep.
walking away with something that they would probably prefer to keep because they have to spend money on it. All right?
Yeah.
Don't go crazy. But I'm not saying that going crazy will
But
get you
bonus points for the more value you steal.
No, yeah, bonus points for certainly bonus points for that. And the judge will be taking bribes. So if you do manage to walk off with that Callaway
Dude,
driver,
that
I'll
was
take
actually
it.
that was actually one of the rules is you could bribe the judges in the scavenger hunt. So like
That's always been allowed in
Yeah,
trivia.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
so I'm excited for that, man.
That'll be a lot of fun. All right, so this will be interesting. I debated doing the trivia talk with you for the questions that I wanted to ask you. I've got a who said that for you, and I've got 2 of the actual trivia questions. I'm keeping them exactly the same.
Why?
I'm going to see if you can remember them. I'm not going to
Come
ask them
on.
in the same order.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask them but also at the same time, I gave you 2 trivia questions that you would know ahead of time. I feel like it's kind of fair to make sure everybody else knows them too. But I'll do it a little differently. We're going to start with the who said that. Do you want to give us a who said that? Maybe you can be the stinger for that too. You want to do it like Tim Robinson? I think you should leave.
I can't. You can't put that pressure on me.
No, that's
to do
fair.
one
That's
of
fair.
the-
That's fair. That's fair.
One of the more iconic. No, I can't do that one. You got to get a different voiceover for
No,
that.
I'll probably just have him do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
It'd be like having someone not from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia saying, "What is happening?" Like, you
Yeah,
have to have-
exactly.
All right, so for our who said that?
Who said that?
I truly don't mean to rub salt in an open wound, but the league should take a big sigh of relief that Tom's team didn't make it. They were a bazooka. This was last year during the playoffs, at the point that I was officially eliminated.
It's I think the verbiage made this easy for me because I just think like we've known each other for decades, so the context to say like I don't mean to do this and I'm almost sorry I have to do it, but I'm gonna do it, and I'm truly sorry I think was the start is it's Little Man, so that's Little Man locking it.
That absolutely is Alec
Yeah.
Ramali. He has a way with words that they make sense to you, but they also hurt you.
Manipulate you.
They
Yeah,
manipulate. They do. Yeah,
whatever
they do
adjective
manipulate
you want to put in there. Yeah.
We'll talk a little bit more about that because
Okay.
I got something I wanted to dive more into because I caught up on some stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, so the next question we've got for you. This will be fun. The final score of the first Steelers-Bengals game was what? Do you remember
This was a hard one.
It's the Bengals Steelers question from trivia. It's come up a few times. The main question is just asking who won, but
I know the answer. Because we went through this, but I want to tell the audience I did not get this when we recorded. But
what
it's
a man of honor. Good for you.
it's 21. It was 21 to 10.
21 to 10
Score.
is correct. Remember that number, guys. That's actually a 4-point question for trivia. That'd be a fun thing to remember because I'll never change it.
I'm gonna
never
take a
change the
guess and say the Steelers won that game. Would be my guess.
The Steelers did win that game. But when I looked at this didn't make as good a question. Their record is actually pretty even. I do think the Steelers have a slight edge, but it's not crazy. It's not like I don't know, the Patriots and the Dolphins lately or whatever, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's a nice friendly rivalry. It's not like it was
Or
when
the
we were in college.
Packers Bears maybe.
Yeah, Packers Bears is I think it's actually pretty lopsided. Poor Bears. All right, and then we've got our next question for you. This one you did sort of get it right, but you got the wrong event. So this question is the what event caused you to delete the group me for the first time? This is the one
I don't think there's been 2 times. First off, is
No,
my defense.
I did clarify that. I should change how this is
for
worded.
myself.
You've only deleted it once. It has had to be deleted because of you a second time.
Yeah, I was almost certain that it was like 2016, 2017, where I had to win to get in the playoffs. If I win, I'm in. If I'm out, I lose. Or if I lose, I'm out. and I had to stream Jay Cutler for the Miami Dolphins. Jay Cutler, and he threw at minimum 3 picks in the first half. I think he might have thrown 4 or 5, but they benched him at halftime, like pulled him, and he got me -6 or 4 points. So I ultimately lost and was tinkering and would have won if I made the right start to sit with the quarterback. And you guys really let me have it, and I couldn't take that emotional abuse, and I just hit the big red button and shut the whole thing down. So that's my answer.
That was a good answer. That was the second time. That was the time you left the group me. Yeah. This was because you left the group me instead of deleting it because you had already deleted it once when we did the fake draft.
I'm growing.
You're growing, and we're all growing every day.
I'm maturing.
You haven't. When was the last time you deleted a group me or had to be deleted because of it? It's been almost 10 years, so you're clearly a mature adult now.
Couldn't even tell you. Yeah.
It's like you're in remission.
Yeah.
You got your little chip
there's
that says...
There's always that little thing in the back of my brain, like, I could do it.
Just takes one group me, and then you're deleting group chats everywhere.
Let's go see who the group me owner is, actually. This will be a fun exercise. Could I even do it? I like knowing I have the power. Let's see. Can I do this? I would hope I can't. Yep, I cannot do it. Everyone, you're safe.
Does it show you who the owner is?
I don't think so.
Oh.
No. Okay.
Oh, that's weird. It doesn't show you. I'm the owner of it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why a lot of things get away with what they get away with.
Well, maybe I give you my first round pick and you shut it down. Yeah.
I would do that so fast. I can't even tell you. I would find a way to just back it all up in some way and then just delete it and then keep it all for myself.
Right.
Yeah. I would, for a first round pick back, I would do that in a heartbeat.
The correct answer. Did you tell the group the correct answer?
Oh no,
why?
The correct answer for that question. Why did Gertz delete the group me? He's only deleted it once. It was the fake draft that we had done. I do believe we had done it either the year before or the start of that 2016 year. I do remember that you were living at the Bowers house at the time, because it was a little brainchild between me, Dan, and Fez, I think, and we roped Bennett and Ink into our little plan to make you panic before the season started and draft with like no prep or everything. You were like in the middle of a nap on a Saturday after Beat the Clock. It was
that's mean.
It was mean. It was dumb college guy shit, and it doesn't look great now. Neither does deleting the group me. But
no.
Yeah, you certainly were not. You were not acting totally emotionally immaturely.
The group me would have not been deleted had you not created a ruse to hurt me purposely.
It was a good ruse. It was a good ruse. You bought it.
I blame Dan for it. Dan has his dirty hands all over that idea.
Yep. And I think that's fair. We can make that assumption. At least until Dan has a chance to come on the podcast and defend himself. But while we're blaming him, I'm going to go ahead and blame him for the podcast not recording yesterday. He got told to buy us a podcast studio, and here I'm still in my apartment.
Yep.
What are we doing, Dan? What are we doing?
I like it. You got a little bit of a gallery wall going though. It's kind of artsy and fun.
Some nice art stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're getting there. We're not that far, Dan. Just some soundproofing and a microphone, maybe.
And it'd be nice if I could actually pay the interns, or if you could just pay me for the food I keep throwing at them every couple of days. And maybe a water filtration system. They've just been going off the rain. It's been raining a decent amount here, so they're kind of fine.
Good.
But
at least they're getting water.
Yeah, they've got water. They're fine. Plus the sweat that they give off of them, they give that to other people to drink.
Yes.
The point is, we haven't lost that.
And thus the self-sustaining economy. Yes.
keeps the money moving. It keeps the money moving in a circle. It's fine.
How does it work? I don't know.
I have no idea.
That's fun.
And then, so finally, I got our 3 questions that I want to ask you. Since I already kind of know the answer to these. The league-wide D&D game. Would you be interested in playing that in the off-season? Yeah.
Yes. If the time zones work, I'm in. I've never played, but I will give it a try.
No, we will. I actually, I thought of this after you mentioned it. The person that I'm learning to be a DM from, she said that the true big final bad of D&D is scheduling.
Oh.
So once we figure that out, it's easy pickings from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm in.
Yeah. I mean, I've been learning it. It seems pretty easy and stuff, and it's fun. And the role play aspect of it, we'd get into because we kind of already do that with Catan.
Yeah, I would play. I think it'd be fun. It'd be a good way to keep in touch with people too. I'd really like that.
Yeah, I like it. That was a good idea by Mr. Ian Imhoff. Can't
that was a good idea.
Him on the show too. What is it with these new dads not signing up for the podcast dates yet?
I don't know. They must have their hands.
I don't understand why they could be so busy.
They got to get their priorities in order.
Yes, clearly. I mean, guys, it's summer. We're getting into August. I put the baby off to this. I put it in a bouncy thing. My parents did that with me for months, and I'm clearly fine.
Don't you all have wives? Okay.
Yeah,
get on
they
the
can
podcast.
do stuff too. Yeah.
Can't be that hard.
I mean, the baby's been made. They did the labor. I'm never getting a fucking sponsor on this thing.
Yeah.
All right, and then the next question. I changed the wording on this one to catch it. Can I convince you to watch the live action version of One Piece?
I don't think so. I thought about it more.
That's fine. No, that's fair.
It's a mental block for me.
No, yeah. This is something I will say on the pod. I'm asking this one because this one I actually believe people might like. It's not like I'm going over here asking you to
Tom, if you get enough momentum, like anything, if you get momentum and people are talking about it, I might give it a try.
I got Spears to watch it. You're saying? Alex
that's
watching.
That's not helping.
That's not help. That's not help. Okay, no. Maybe after he's gotten through all the picks and everything, people like Spears.
Okay.
Or maybe after his podcast appearance.
The last thing I've seen from Spears is his tooth missing after a night out. That's not helping your cause. And a knee brace while playing golf.
Hey, don't be talking about people in knee braces, all right? You know, we're big fans of that over here. The official production company for the Scuttle will now be called Metal Leg Productions.
Oh, I like that. And then you could have, instead of the Pixar lamp jumping, you could have a squeaky leg.
It's just me on one leg, on one metal leg.
Yeah. You can use that for free, Tom.
No, that's great. Just got to get an animator now. How much food does an animator need, do you think? I don't know. We'll find one. And then finally, I've got the what are you watching, listening, reading that you really enjoy or using to unwind and unplug?
Yes. I have 2 answers, watching and reading. The first is more sophisticated. The second is brain dead. The reading, I read 2. I read one book. I'm trying to finish the second. I read Outlive by Dr. Peter Attia. Look it up. It's about Maeve's uncle is reading it. He's like, you should read this. I wish I read it when I was your age. And it's basically, what can you do in your young age, so 30s, we're young, to live a better, more fulfilling 60s, 70s, and 80s. And it's not like, do these 5 things and you'll live till 120. It's not that type of book. Or it's not like, work out and you'll be your best version of yourself. It's basically, hey, these are the 4 things that go wrong for people statistically. Here is what you can do to increase your chance that doesn't happen to you. It's nothing rockets. It's nothing like, I didn't finish the book and have a new sense of life and understanding, but it's like work out, eat well, sleep a lot, and he gets way more depth about specific things to do and test to try and kind of progress, how to track your progress. That was nice. And then I'm reading Why We Sleep or How We Sleep. I'm like 50 pages in. It's like this guy did a breakdown of every animal and human we've ever interacted with sleeps. And why do they sleep? And why is it so important? So those are my 2 thoughtful things. What am I doing to learn? Cool. My less thoughtful one. Yeah, my less thoughtful one is I'm watching Love Island UK. So that is turn the brain off at the end. Like, honestly, when we hang up this phone call, Tom, it's just past 9 p.m. I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna go watch Love Island with Maeve. Like, that's what we're gonna get the dog. We're gonna take him on a walk, then we're gonna watch Love Island with Maeve. That's what we're gonna do.
That's. I've been watching the USA one. I actually just caught up after we talked about it yesterday. I'll say it again for the viewers at home. For those of you that haven't watched Love Island, Gertz reminds me of contestant Jeremiah. Just a nice guy, but he was unfortunately on the show. He was with a very crazy lady, Huda. If you're on TikTok and you see memes about Huda, every single one, you don't need much more context. Like, she's just who she is right away out the gate. Your first impression of her is probably the correct one.
I'm not on TikTok. Oh, I got to get on there. All the kids are on there.
No, that's the best part about Love Island USA is the TikToks that come with it, and at the same time, like, people go out and find the contestants' TikToks, and since they take away everybody's phone, people just comment on all their old TikToks and stuff, and like get impressions of people. Like, one dude, Ace, the short guy I was telling you about, that's trying to manipulate everyone in the villa. Like, he's trying to play Survivor, like he's Imhoff or something.
Familiar.
But yeah, a short little guy trying to manipulate everybody. He's even shorter than Alec, and he's manipulating even more people. There's like 20 people there now.
Wow.
Yeah, the shorter you get, the more manipulative you get. It's just math. But no, they found his like dance company and everything, and you know, when you say you own a dance company, you think like you're going out and doing competitions and stuff. Like my sister did dance.
Is he a stripper?
Oh, it's worse than a stripper.
Oh man.
He live streams dances with people and teaches them how to dance like remote. He does like remote dancing.
Oh, that's nicer than I thought.
It's nicer than I thought, but it is like they watch the videos of it, and he's kind of a dick. Like, he's just yelling at people to do stuff. And,
yeah. Teaching someone to dance remotely would not be a fun job.
No,
not at all.
That feels weird.
But yeah, that's the mindless, like, shut it down and just enjoy it. There's an American on it, so that's been fun. I feel seen when they make fun of her and pick on her for being American, so that's nice. I get that a lot here. I was like, I don't know how to change who I am. I've been American my whole life. I will continue to be American. So that's that. But yeah, that's what we're watching. And then Always Sunny reruns. Maeve doesn't love the show, so I usually watch it when she's not around. So yeah,
she'll come around. Everybody does eventually.
No, she won't. Her synopsis is all they do is yell at each other, and it's she's not wrong. So
yeah, and that's what they do. And if people want to tune in and listen, then they can. Yeah.
But it's the funny thing is, like, that's one of the jokes of the show too. Is like, I went to Patty's Pub. It was just a bunch of people yelling at each other. Yep, that's what we're doing over here.
Quick question: does everyone on Love Island UK also have horrible tattoos, or is it just the men on Love Island USA?
There's some tattoos. I haven't. I'm sure there's some bad ones, but yeah, it all kind of blends together. The UK, it's the teeth that are bad. It's a bunch of fake teeth, like horrible. They call it turkey teeth over here because they go to Turkey and it's cheap, and they're like neon glowing fluorescent fake big teeth. So that's the big thing here.
Yeah, there was a Brit last season, very similar.
Yep.
Like,
there you go. So you've seen them.
I look like you could like bite through metal or something because like those clearly aren't human teeth. Like that's
and like sometimes the teeth are too big for their mouth, so like they're not speaking, but then their lip doesn't cover their teeth. It's pretty funny. So that's probably more of the bad visuals over here.
That and we got that and the filler on the girls. That one,
I mean,
that's great.
That's horrible. Any geography, I'm sure it's bad.
Oh yeah, there was one girl that just left. It looked like she'd been getting fillers since she was like 13 years old. That's seriously.
Oh no. This is what we watch.
This is what we watch. This is what I want, and I want more. I want more girls to come in like that. Like, if every girl looked like her, great season of Love Island. I already know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. That's my stuff.
Yeah, it was. No, I love it. I'm definitely gonna look up those books. They sound very interesting. I like the idea of them. And I also liked. I just want to mention this on the pod. The idea of sending voice notes to your friends and stuff. Like you were sending them to some of the guys in the league. I'm gonna start sending you some. I like that idea. That's a great way to keep in touch. But
that's a plug. Yeah. That's a good shameless plug for me over here. Yeah. I send them to. I'm pretty good. Alec and I are pretty good. I'd say every 10 days or so.
He's gotten so much better keeping in touch.
It's 4 minutes back and forth, and there's no pressure to respond quickly. Like Imhoff sent me one. I didn't listen to it for like 4 days because you just get busy. So it's like leaving a voicemail, and it's just catching up. It's been really fun. I do it with Ian. I've done it with Dan and Alec. So shameless plug. If you want a voice note, you just hold the button on the iMessage. It's super easy.
No, you've done it accidentally dozens of times, guys.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a good way to. It's just like micro catch ups. Like Maeve learned about it on TikTok. It's called Waffle Wednesday. I don't know. I think waffle because the way the voice note records, like up and down, it looks like a waffle.
Yeah. Like a
I sounded so old there, but that's what her and her friends did, and I was like, that's a really good idea because I was missing, like, it was weird when we first moved here. You're kind of straddling two worlds, like you're in your old life in the U.S. with everyone, and then you're trying to make a new one over here. So that helped me kind of feel more grounded. That was nice, and I just kept up with it. So,
no, I'm glad. It's a very cool thing. I'm excited to send you some. It'll be nice.
Yeah,
it's nice to keep in touch. It's been nice to talk to you twice in 2 days. That's
yeah, we've had our own voice.
We might have repeated a few things, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you so much for coming on. Make sure those of you that are watching that you like and subscribe. There's the trophy again. For those of you watching, you will get to see that again at the draft. All of you have a great rest of your day. Love you, Mr. Gertz, and I will talk to you later, my man.
All right, buddy. See ya. Have a good night.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.